Hi, friends.
Hello, Goofy Geekers. There we are.
Dead silence.
I know.
Crickets.
Oh, we can see our feet this time.
Ooh.
All right.
Those are not for free. Give me that. Give me a blanket.
Those are for free.
You got to pay to see those.
Wow.
You can make a lot of money with feet pics.
You can?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. No, thank you.
You want pictures of my feet?
Oh, I love the fact we're frozen here.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Moving up in the world. There we go. We're so probably super behind. Nice. I love the fact that we're live and we have a delay on our actual things we watch. So how was your week?
Not that eventful. So, how's your week?
Yeah, I'm still alive. Can't complain.
I'm complaining that I am alive.
I don't know. You should after having big money for feet pits. You a millionaire yet?
No, I should start doing it though.
Oh, you don't have one?
No.
You should.
I should.
Yeah, make your parents real proud.
I'm getting pedicure on Saturdays. On Sundays. So. Maybe after that.
There you go.
I'll give him a little something. Give him a little cut.
I have one.
Do you?
Yeah, it's free to get in and $50 to log out. It's a joke I tell all the time, but it's a funny one. Because I always think, like, if I could do that, I would really do that.
Do it.
Imagine that.
Why not?
And then just be me. You'd be like, oh, God, oh, God.
Why not?
See, I would have people pay me to put more clothes on.
Right.
There you go. Hey.
And now all of a sudden you're in the 100 layers challenge.
I'll look like, you ever seen Friends when Joey comes in? Can I be any more Chandler?
Right.
All right. So our topic today is the hometown. It's a Reddit hometown scandal. So these are. Do we know what hometowns they are, or just small towns?
Some of them say it, some of them don't.
Some of them don't. So, okay,
but I think they're just small towns. I don't. Actually, I have no idea if they say it or not. I read so many that it's like I don't remember. But I just screenshotted a bunch.
Shannon wrote it as us. So it says Goofy Geek.
Perfect.
And it was the boss. Shared.
Thanks, boss.
Thanks, boss. So you're going to be reading them. I love when you read to me.
I know.
6 years later.
You know, like, I read it so confidently, and then, like, I hear it back, and I'm like,
Oh, I know. You listen to our... Oh, yeah, you listen.
I have to.
I can't. I've tried 3 times to go watch the food one, and every time I go, no.
I can't do it. You, like, mute yourself. And then
like, as soon as I go to talk, I'm like, I'm a moron.
Well, it's really funny because, like, I forget what we talk about during the whole thing, and then I go back to edit, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot that happened. Or, oh, yeah, that was a funny joke. I forgot about that.
I'm glad our podcast is that meaningful to you that you can't remember.
No, I just, like, when I'm in the moment, I'm in the moment, and then it's just like...
No, I do the same thing. Same thing. People always say to me, like during... Or the biggest thing is I'll get something, someone will say something about the lives on the boutique. We'll say so, oh, hey. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I think I said that. Like, especially if it's not like a big joke or something or a big thing.
Right.
Like, I'll never remember it just because I'm in the moment and I'm laughing. And the best part about doing those lives is that I'm in the moment with those people right there. So, like, if we have, like, 25, 30 people, like... I'm in the, like, we're having a conversation. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. And so I never think of it like a performance or anything because it's just me talking.
Right.
So pretty much our podcast.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Okay. Let's get to our first one here. Let's get our first scandal.
All right. Nowhere near the scale of disappearing children or Nazi collaborators, but my hometown's biggest mystery is who keeps shitting in the holes of the golf course. This person has been doing it for more than 20 years. Every 2 to 3 months, there's a hole that's been shot in.
Okay, so wait a minute. So you're telling me in 20 years.
They still haven't found the guy. They have to work there.
Yeah,
If they're still not finding the guy.
That's now. I assume it's not. It's inside the clubhouse. Because you said
It says it keeps shitting in the holes in the golf course.
Oh, in the holes.
And
so this guy shits 18 times?
no, probably not all of them.
I was going to say, that's pretty impressive. Yeah.
There's a hole that's been shut in every 2 to 3 months.
A-hole. So it's a-hole. Okay.
Yeah, asshole.
Wow.
Could you imagine, like, you're just golfing, which I know you don't really do.
I do. Well, I have. I've gone golfing with your dad. I haven't gone golfing with Pat and stuff. I have.
And you, like, finally get that hole in one, and then, of course, it's the one that's always shot in.
Well, that's why I didn't bounce out. Finally went in. It went, just went right in. I was like, yes! No. Oh, when do you have that moment when you realize it's person poop instead of, like, animal poop? Because right away you wouldn't think
like, oh, a dog
like
did
you
that.
Wouldn't think, yeah, you wouldn't think like I don't know about you, but like I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, somebody pooped. Like I'd just be like, oh, well, an animal must have. Oh no,
right.
That's gross.
You just throw up in this podcast and not the last one.
I just ate the nastiest foods last week, but this one I'm like, oh, poop, touch a poop.
There was a comment that said, "Thank you for sharing this. Having a nice laugh after the murder and whatnot."
Well, you gotta read it again. You started laughing. I'll read it again.
Thank you for sharing this. Having a nice laugh after all the murder and whatnot.
Oh yeah, so
you're like the other people and stuff.
Yeah, this is one of those moments where, like, you tell the story and you're really annoyed. I can picture like someone legitimately being mad at this,
right?
Like for 20 years, being like, I can't believe, like
They're probably the owners. Or like members.
I'm getting my money's worth. Watch it. No, and then going to tell somebody how mad you are, and they're going like, and they're looking at you like, yeah, we had a dead body in our alleyway in our restaurant, like, or whatever, like, right. That's probably the last thing that would be. Oh, yeah, but you know how much? Okay, so my mind's thinking. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to go to bad places here. Do you know how much talent you must have to
shit in a hole that small?
Yeah, like, and sit, like, you have to squat and then.
Or maybe they're not actually shitting; they're just putting the shit in there.
Oh yeah, maybe they're just bringing a bag and then dumping it.
Yeah, it's even more like.
That's even more.
Like you're pushing it.
Like you're real. Like this for 20 years.
Right.
You know what?
Are you getting revenge? What? I need more to the story.
No, but see, my problem is for 20 years. That's so long. So, if you were 20 and you started, now you're still in your 40s, and like that's dedication.
Right.
Like is this going to get passed down to a next generation? Like, son, you have to be the golf hole shitter. Someday
you have to be the hole shitter.
Imagine that, sitting there and have to put a bag in your toilet and then taking a shit in your toilet and making sure nothing gets except that because you don't want anything else. Then going and driving to it, walking in the middle of the night, making sure no one sees you every 20, every
2 3 months.
3 months for 20 years to make sure. Because at one point someone had to be ready for you.
Right.
And was like that one guy's like, oh, I see him. I'm going to be. Like, if it's one
that's what
hole,
I'm saying. It must be an employee.
If it's a one hole, why wouldn't you put a camera on it?
Right.
Like, I don't know. See, this is when I get obsessed because I would be obsessed over this.
Right.
I'd be like, I need to know now. I need video camera. Like, I'd go out and buy the cheap.
And I have so many questions for the shitter. Like,
so
what happened? What's the backstory? Why are you still doing it?
See, the thing is, the trick is that I can get the first time.
Is it like a murder? And like that's like
I can get the first time because the first time that's pretty creative.
Yeah.
It's 20 years. So wait a minute, 20 years
times like.
So let's just say
it's like 4 times a year.
So it's 4 times a year. Let's just say let's just go to 6. Just to be, I'm going to over exaggerate. So. It's almost like 20 years is really 10 years.
Right.
Like 10 years of you doing it straight within,
Mm-hmm.
That's dedication. Imagine you must have a calendar.
Oh.
Because it'd be like, 2 months is coming up, 3 months. I don't know. Because I don't think I could.
Did he tell anyone about it? Do you think, or she, they? Do you think they have like one person?
I hate to say this, but I don't know if a woman could do this like to this long.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like, and I'm not saying a woman couldn't do this.
It's just not like
something about this concentration for this long that I think a woman would have been like, okay, this would have been funny for the first 5 years or first year. I don't know if I have other things to do in my life than a guy. Yeah. A guy.
I wonder.
Guy living in his mom's basement, have nothing better to do.
Do you think it's like a member who like got kicked out or whatever?
Yeah, for 20 years though.
Revenge? That's fucking hilarious revenge. That's not even good revenge.
I'm still amazed that this guy just gets in the hole or puts in a bag,
then jealous?
Puts in then walking around. Jealous.
Whoa. Nice.
No, I think the fact that 20 years, I think that's the big, like this guy's
that's
dedicated.
A shock. Yeah,
that's the dedication.
It's not that he's doing it. It's
it's almost like
20
the first time
years.
it's like, yes, first time, that's funny. Second time, you're like, wow, you're really committing to this.
Right.
And then like
20 years later.
Can you imagine your friends in the basement? I'm like, dude, I'm still shitting in that hole. Like, still, bro?
Do you think he'll take it to his grave?
Oh, yeah. Well, you must.
Do you think they're like keeping count of all the people who die? And then once that last person died and they don't. It's got to be like in that area.
I don't know.
The whole. I don't know. I feel like I'm too invested in it.
I feel like this. I feel like me, myself, privately, if I was working for it and I had to clean this, I'd be investing my money into like DNA stuff. I'd be like video. Like the owner would be like, yeah, I'm not paying for any of that. I'd be like, it's fine. I will. I will because I have to clean this. Because don't forget, they actually have to scoop that out. Not the poop, but the cup itself has to come out.
Right.
And no, that's it. Nope. That's it. I don't know. We got too deep into this, way more than I wanted to.
All right.
That's what she said.
Okay, next one.
A man rented a room at a guest house. When he left, the host went to clean/prepare the room for the next occupant. The room was covered in blood. In the shower, there was a chair with a pool of blood in it. It is assumed that the person died in the chair. So the baffling part is that there's a camera trained in... I think that's supposed to be a different word.
Okay.
There's a camera put in... Yeah, probably aimed. In the room's door. The man entered and left alone without the speck of blood on him. The authorities assume that the blood belonged to a woman whose chopped up body was found near a dam. The blood test came back and it doesn't. So this person just has blood in the shower.
Okay.
There's a lot to digest.
Yeah, there's a lot here. So
all right, we'll start with the first one. So you rented a room in a guest house.
So a guest house.
Yes.
So this is not a hotel or a motel. It's a little house.
It's a guest house. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That makes a difference because that means there's back ways.
Right.
Back windows. Back door. You know some. Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead.
The room was covered in blood. The shower had a chair in it with a pool of blood, and it assumed to be.
So my question is the chair their chair or was it his chair? You don't know that.
Oh, I don't know.
Like,
is it a shower chair, or is it just a chair?
Well, most places
just be a chair.
It would probably be a chair, not a shower chair, because there's I'm not saying no places have that, but very rare places have a shower chair in their tub.
Right. There's a camera pointed in the rooms.
At the door, at the front door.
At the door. Yeah.
So again,
so it could be
or back window.
Yeah. So the man entered and left alone without a speck of blood on him.
Now, so here's the other trick here, is that it could have been his blood. Because just because he left without bleeding doesn't mean we saw.
I think it's too much blood for it, because he probably would have...
Well, how long was he there for?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, see, like you can.
But that sounds like a lot of blood for even if it was.
I know. And
again, if it was a pool of blood, like it's not going to say dry, wet.
I know. I don't know. These are these moments where you just go, there's a logical thing.
Right.
Someone came through the back window. They're not saying there's no back door. I don't know. This is
But there's no body. It was just blood.
no blood. Yeah, no body.
So unless he's like collecting blood.
No, what he could do is he could kill somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you bring them through the back door, back window. You chop them up. They're all over the place. Throw them, the pieces back out the back door, and you walk out the front door.
Mm.
And who's to say he wasn't jumping out the window and doing all this stuff, and then, there's only the camera in the front. That one's kind of, I don't know. I think the police are, it must be the same police fighting the one-handed guy on masturbating that they couldn't capture.
Right.
That one seems.
You would think that he'd have a little bit of blood of him, though.
No, why would he? He has clothes. He didn't go in with one pair of clothes, so you could have You could have like clothes head to toe full of blood. You put in a Ziploc bag. You take out your clean Ziploc bag, clothes. You put them on, and you walk out the front door. Because even though it's all over the room, I'm sure there was a spot that wasn't. Like, that just seems okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, detectives went a little lazy on that one. A little lazy.
All right. Several dozen tourists parked their cars in the frozen lake when it wasn't adequately thick ice. The cars went for an unexpected dip in the lake. Why are you parking on a lake?
Well, in all fairness, there are some parts of the country / Canada and Alaska where when the lake freezes over, it becomes like another piece of land. They drive their cars out. They drill holes. Don't forget, some of that ice up north is like really thick.
That's true. I don't know. I don't want to
Go
trust
ahead.
it. The whole town was talking about it, but everyone was split between sympathy for the people and those who thought it was funny that the tourists hadn't thought their parking choice through or bothered to ask local about the ice.
Oh, so here it is.
So that's just them being dumb.
There was them parking their cars.
Assuming they can.
And it was spring, and they were like, yeah, we don't park our cars now. We
Right.
park it in December, not in April.
Right.
Or whatever,
Right.
in March. Like, all right, so that's...
It actually made the town a little tense for a while, with half the people thinking it was shitty that some locals thought it was funny, which is fair, and the other group thinking it's okay to laugh at the city folks being a bit naive, which is kind of fair too. So is this like an "Am I the asshole" one?
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
That's what that sounds like. But
I don't know, a little bit of common sense. I'll tell you right now.
I'm not parking on any ice. I don't care.
Like, yeah, that's me. I don't think I would, but if...
Unless it's going to kill me.
Now, here's the trick, though. If someone told me that the parking was on the ice and that was it...
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't go.
No, I think I would have to be like...
I wouldn't be here. Wait, honestly, I'm not going to be in the cold anyway.
If we were in like December or January, and we were in... I'm just going to throw this out. Minnesota, Canada, someplace like that. And they're like, hey, we're all... And there's 30 cars on the ice... Then maybe I'll go on the ice. Like, okay, I get it.
No, because you know what I'm thinking? I'm going to be the tip of the iceberg. One more car is not going to be good.
No, but I look at it as, and then if it was, but if we're talking about late March or something, I'd be like, I don't care how many cars are out there. I'm probably not going to stay. I don't feel right. But see, the trick is what was it? It was 20 people, right?
Several dozen
who decide to park their car
on the ice.
So you know what this is?
One person
Those
did it.
are the people who, when you park and then someone goes, oh, there's no more parking places left, so they park on the grass.
Yeah.
Where you drive, and then all of a sudden there's like 30 cars, and then there's cars like way down here, and you're going, these aren't even parking places. But people are like, well, we don't know where to park, and this car parked here, so I'll park here. And, I think it's one of those things. So I
don't know. I really don't think I would ever
I mean,
I wouldn't be in a spot that I would have to
yeah.
because I'm not going anywhere colder than where we are now.
Oh yeah, well that's already that's actually spot on. I am too cold now, and it's like 50, and I'm like, okay, we need to get a little warmer.
Right, just a little bit. Even if it was in the 60s, that'd be fine.
Yeah, I can do 60.
But like 50s, I'm like, oh my god.
40s, I've been like, no, because the worst thing was just at 70. So I'm like, so it feels like okay, I'm ready.
Tomorrow's
for the
supposed to
heat.
be really nice.
Yeah, but it's still not warm enough. I was supposed to go into like the mid to low 60s, which is nice.
Yeah.
But especially after having the 70s, you're still like, oh, we need to get a little higher.
Yeah.
It's like a tease. All right, go ahead. Next one.
A girl I went to school with. Oh my god. A girl I went to school with got knocked up by a fellow student at the age of 14. Because 14-year-olds are known for making exceptionally good decisions, see the previous sentence, she decided to name it Harley Davidson. Because why not?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess you can name a kid whatever you want, but
I don't know. I've heard crazier names. I mean,
like
you
North?
do North, Apple, like the kid's Apple. Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't think adults make good. I think we all want our kids. We all get this thing in us, all of us. You know, like we want our like my for me, my two. I didn't want my kid to have normal names. Like
yeah.
I didn't want to be like, hey Bob, like my dad, and then like 6 Bobs. You know, my name's Niles. Obviously, there are some Nileses that I now know, but for the longest time, I felt like I was the only Niles. Like I was the only Niles.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like Niles, and it was like, of course they're talking to me. Like, it is nice to have that uniqueness, but
in school I didn't have a lot of Jessicas. I think they're all younger than me.
yeah,
But in my family I have like 3 or 4 of them.
right.
I think even more than that. Like,
Oh,
I'm
man.
trying to count.
He's on that hamster. That baby was running there. I saw the smoke. So I mean, I do that. So I know people who name kids because of their favorite TV shows.
Didn't you do that?
What's that?
Didn't you do that?
Yes, actually, my daughter's name is Marin, which I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan. Which I know people are like, what? I don't remember. Yeah, it's Krillin's first girlfriend, which is one of the main characters, and like Krillin. And then he has a girlfriend, and then he names his daughter name, and the spelling of his daughter is my daughter's name. But you know, it's we all have something. We all have something that makes you.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Why did you name your son after you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
I wanted to. Okay, so this is what happened. I started off wanting a son, and I was like, oh, yep, this is what I want. And I'm going to say halfway through the pregnancy with my ex-wife, we flip-flopped. Like, I also wanted a girl, and I didn't want a boy. I was like,
Did you find out when he was born?
No,
like
yeah.
No.
Did I find out she was pregnant when
Like,
he was born?
No.
Oh my God!
No. Did you wait until he was born?
No,
to find out?
I knew. We knew at a point, but in the beginning, we wanted it to be,
Gotcha.
you know, like I'm talking about when we first. It was
Yeah.
I changed very quickly, and I was like, I don't think I want a boy. I think I want a girl. Something like different. You know, I don't know. Just something in me felt like it would have been right. My ex wanted. All of a sudden, got this whole like went from wanting a girl to all of a sudden wanting a boy, and then it was like oh, we're going to name him, and I was just like, all right. I didn't really fight it because I wanted to name him Krillin.
Krillin?
I wanted Krillin, and she just no, it wasn't going to happen. And if it was a girl, I wanted Marin. She said no, we couldn't have Marin, and so those were my 2 names. And then it was a boy. She said it's going to be Niles. It's going to be Niles, and I was like, all right. No.
Is that a big thing like for her family?
Well, she's Portuguese, and they do have juniors. I mean, they do have them, but I don't.
But I didn't know if like in her family, like that's what they tend to do.
No, I don't. I'm gonna say no, but not saying no like in stone. I don't like I'm trying to think of all her brothers and sisters, and I think some are juniors, but most of them are, But no, I didn't plan for that. I wanted Krillin or actually she got mad when I had the second one and I named him Marin, and she got really mad. I'm like, hey, that was ours, and I was like,
you said no, and we had a boy.
yeah, no, she had a moment where she got really mad that because because I didn't have a second one, obviously with not my ex, but I was like right away. Marin's mom was like, "You can. What do you want to name her?" Because she didn't really have a lot of names in the pocket, and I was like, "I love Marin," and she was like right away, like, "Okay," like she didn't even argue. She was like, "Okay, it's different," and I didn't want I feel like you yell out these two names, and it's.
Kelsey and I don't want kids, but I told her like what names I like for kids or whatever, and I told her one. She's like, "Absolutely not." I'm like, "Okay." I mean, we're not having kids, but I'm just saying I like that name.
Yeah, I like Well, I always wanted to have I've had many dogs, but my next dog I'm going to name him Stain.
Stain?
Yeah, so I can stand in the back porch.
And do what?
And yell, "Come Stain! Come Stain!"
Just waiting for the joke.
Oh, you knew it was coming.
Yep. There's another one too that you right?
Another one? What?
I think you had another joke like that. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, don't push it.
Hamster's dead in here.
I know. It's like I have to read. It's already exhausted.
Pretty much. It's been a long week.
I thought my Stain
It's
joke
Thursday.
was good enough. One more day, we're almost out of here. Right?
Yeah, I don't have to work on Saturday this week. I'm very excited.
Oh, nice.
All right. What am I going to do?
Party Friday night?
Yeah, actually.
She's like, I can still feel
my
teeth.
sisters and I are...
sisters. Oh.
Yeah. We're going to watch the Dora Explorer movie and make it into a drinking game.
Oh, my gosh.
Because Ashley sent us a TikTok of... this is a total tangent, but...
Squirrel!
She sent us a TikTok of a girl who, like, watched it, and she was like, oh my god, like, it's so funny. Like, it's, like, meant for, like, our generation.
Right,
because,
right.
like, I guess Dora will, like, look at the... Have you seen it?
No, I have not. My daughter did, but things happened, and we landed up not watching it. Well, she probably saw it, but I didn't.
So, if it's good, I'll tell you to watch it, and we can review it next week.
Because that's what we need. Dora the Explorer on Goofy. I can see all the geeks now.
What is she exploring?
Look, we just lost 5 people when you said that. They were like, yeah, we're out. This person likes Dora. We're out. Swiping, no swiping.
What's he swiping?
Left.
That's good, right?
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Never used it.
Neither have I.
Swiping left is good.
Neither is no one else.
All right. The city government is trying to outlaw burning couches on your front lawn. I didn't know how often...
I love when you laugh at your own things. God, wait. Want me to finish reading it? Your story.
I didn't know this happened often enough to be an issue, but it's getting a ton of pushback.
All right. All right, this sounds really...
But what about the back lawn? Can we do in the backyard?
Let me just tell you. Listen, I've been around for a while now, and I have seen some crazy crap. Like things I go, this is a thing? And they're like, yeah, it's a thing. How is this a thing? It's a thing. I'm like, burning, oh, sweet. I thought the mustard and Oreos were like backyard kind of craziness. Oh my gosh.
We cut up our last couch and used it as firewood.
Well, cutting it up and throwing it in there is probably still bad for the environment, but it's still like cut up.
Yeah.
Like, but my head is that someone in the front just has a couch and throws a match on it, and then somehow
right, that's
has
what I'm saying too.
like a giant barn fire with your couch.
Right.
Which, why do you want to set your front yard on fire anyway?
You're asking for some.
Like the wind blows, your house.
Right.
Oh, that was worth it.
Well, at least I don't have the couch anymore.
I don't get this stuff. Like I don't. I understand how some things start, but then you get to a point where does the logic kind of go out the door?
Did you hear that? Did you hear that law? I think it's in Louisiana where you can't have an ice cream cone in your back pocket.
Yeah, that I know. I think you're right, but I
don't know if it's right straight.
But here's my question for you.
Who is doing it, and why is it an issue, and why is that a rule?
There are so many laws. We have to, actually, you want to do a
Yes,
podcast on that?
I absolutely do.
Because there are crazy laws that makes zero sense. Like you can't marry your chicken, and it's like, what? Like who was like, hey,
nice cock.
You didn't even hit the button.
Whoa. Nice call.
No, I know a few already that are absolutely crazy, and I just
some too.
I just sit back and I go, why?
Because it only takes one person.
No, but why? Who cared about that? That's the other question. Like, not the fact that someone did it.
Right.
Like,
so it takes one person to care.
All I think is like someone walking down the street going, oh, how could they put that cone in their back pocket? How disgusting. Oh my God. Is that ice cream? It's double fudge. What are they thinking? Like,
it's going to look like they shot themselves. Double fudge?
Drip, drip. No, I don't. Here we go.
Cut the giggles.
Again, I'm going to tell you right now, our podcasts are strictly for us because somehow we laugh way more than I think everybody. Oh, here we go. 2 hour.
Hey, take your time, Gabe.
I love how I hit the button and it's not turning off. Oh, I bet it's a commercial. Son of a gun.
I used to be able to do that. I can't do it anymore.
Okay.
Just get up and start again.
Why is this going crazy on me?
How do you?
I need instructions. I can't.
Wow. Just two dummies using some technology.
Again? Okay. Oh, good. No, it's shut off completely. Oh, we can't hear nothing. Great. Go ahead. So read the next.
Okay.
As I play with this stupid technology. Curse you!
I live in a smallish town. A few weeks ago, the high school cheer team was practicing on campus around 7 p.m. Part of their drill included a jog through the campus. About 15 cheerleaders ran past the vice principal's office and clearly witnessed him
Do it.
plowing the basketball coach in the ass.
What? Wait, what? Wait. Please read that again.
Part of their drill included a jog through the campus.
Okay.
About 15 cheerleaders ran past the vice principal's office and clearly witnessed him plowing the basketball coach in the ass.
Okay.
Blinds open, lights on. There's an ongoing investigation in a video circulating. The parents are pissed. Some are even boycotting and demanding criminal charges. Even better, the VP is well known in the community and owns a spin indoor cycling studio with his wife and daughter. The basketball coach was an employee and instructor there. Both men were presumably straight and in heterosexual relationships. Could you imagine? Just doing your daily cheerleading drill and you just look through the window and your principal's plowing the basketball coach in the ass.
So here's my...
I'd be like, get it on.
No, see, well, you're gay. So, no, okay, first of all, here's my thing.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because you root for that team. No.
For anyone.
No.
Get some when you can get some.
Here's my thing. Like, I really don't care. No. First of all, I care. All right, so I'm going to try to explain this. So, I don't care if you kiss your wife, you kiss your husband, you kiss your other, you kiss your wife, you kiss your husband. I don't care. Mm-hmm. I don't want to see you make out. Like I right away I know people like, oh, I don't care if you're the two hottest girls. I don't care if you're the two hottest guys. I don't care if you're the two, like, whatever, like, hottest men and women. I don't need to see a level of sexualness going on, if you understand what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't need to see that. Like, I wouldn't want to walk and see I'll use an example. Let's say the vice principal was sleeping with a woman I don't want to see that.
Yes, like, you do. You'd be there with the camera.
No, but I don't want. Even for kids, like, like, I don't even.
I wouldn't want my kids to
I don't even think I want to see that. Like, I don't want to be like, I'd be like walking, being like, oh God, I don't want to see that. Like, can you close the blinds? Like, like, I get you need, for some reason you feel like you need to do it here. Can you at least be a little more discreet about this? Mm-hmm. Like, my thing is, like, if you know the cheerleading practice is right out your window, like, where does 1 + 1 = 2?
Right.
Like, this is just stupid. Like, this is one of those, like, stupid moments where I feel like there was a... this is one of those I don't know how to explain it, like the I did before I think thing.
Yeah.
Like, like, oh, I want you, and then it's like, oh my gosh, I remember we did this to a kid, but actually it wasn't really me, but I saw a kid where they convinced this kid that there was a second locker room to change. It was the hallway. And he got changed out in the hallway. Actually went out with just his underwear on, with his clothes to change.
Oh my God.
And then, I know it's absolutely positively horrible. Funny as hell at the moment, but horrible for that kid. Which I hate to say, I got pranks put on me too, so I had the horrible things done to me. Mm-hmm. But in all fairness, I think it's one of those moments where you just don't think about you don't think about what could happen. You're just thinking about what's going to happen right at that moment.
Yeah.
I think that's horrendous. I think that's, like, I actually, to be honest with you, actually feel bad for the VP and the coach. Like, I feel bad that, first of all, they are probably closet homosexual, or they're bisexual.
Right.
It doesn't mean they have to hide it. I actually feel really bad. And then they're getting caught like that, and then, like, those girls told everyone in like the whole town.
I'm sure there's like a video. Well, they said
a video.
It said that a video is circulating, so
I know. But I know, I'd be like, because if it was done anytime recently, one of those girls took out their phones. Mm-hmm. Or boy, like, whoever is on the thing. Right. And I just think, I see both sides of that. But at the same time, I kind of look at it like, well, you guys are adults, so you're not smart enough to close the blinds.
Close it, turn the lights off,
Yeah, like, there's so many things that in my head is like, yeah, I get you're excited to do what you're about to do, but can you be discreet about it?
Right. If you're going to do it here.
Right, I know. Yeah, like, the other thing too, it's like, oh, well, let's say the kid walked in, like, oh, well, the principal's still here, he's having a meeting with the coach, and then the kid walks in and be like, yeah, nobody wants to see that.
Right.
Like, nobody wants to see that. So I feel for the two, and I feel like the whole town's going to crucify them. I remember a big scandal that happened in Portsmouth, and I thought it was real stupid. Do you remember that? I won't use her name because, I feel like she's already been... But she was a secretary for, I'll say, one of the schools in Portsmouth. So I won't say who or what schools, but there's only 3 schools. I mean,
Yeah.
And she supposedly was writing... she had a open marriage type of thing, I guess. or something in that manner, and she was writing to someone else, but she was using the school's computer, but using her own email address. So I was like, how's that a bad thing? Like, I don't know. I don't like if she's doing her own email just because she's using the computer at work. Like, I get you're not supposed to use the computer at work. Yeah. But
It's like one of those,
and she got caught because someone was looking over her shoulder. Like, it didn't, like, she didn't print it out for every kid to see.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of those, like, and she bowed out very quietly, and I remember it was like, oh my God, how could she? And I was like, really? We're all going to judge her? We're going to judge, like, we're all perfect, right?
Right.
Like, but they like, she moved along. So, yeah, I know. But it's like that real, like, that stuff happens because teachers find love. I mean, I don't know about you, but in my day, a teacher landed up marrying another teacher, and they weren't together in the beginning. Like, they were two separate people, and then by the time I hit high school, they had married each other. And then she had changed her name, and she went from Mrs. I can't remember her original last name. Pittman?
Whatever.
Mrs. Pittman or something like that, and then it became Mrs. Travers. And then it was just like, and no one would be like, oh, scandal. They met at work. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, I think it's a little rough. I feel bad.
I mean, I feel like people meet at work all the time.
Yeah, but I feel bad that, like, I don't feel bad.
I think if they were going to do it, they could have done it a better way.
Like, I don't feel bad that getting thrown under the bus because I feel like, well, you kind of...
You put yourself there.
You put yourself there. But I feel bad that you were dumb enough to put yourself underneath the bus.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about that one. And if everyone has a different opinion, I am glad to hear it. You can always give it right underneath the comments under our YouTube or under the Goofy Geek thing. We do read them. We read stuff. We got another food thing a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
We might be doing a second gross foods, but tastes good.
Right. All right. An old man got caught sticking his dick in a horse's mouth.
A horse's mouth? Okay, so...
Let me...
there's more.
There's more.
There's more.
He had a list of sex offenses against animals and children as long as your arm. A year later, he was in court again after being seen several times near ponies in May, despite a ban on being near tethered animals. Oh, and he had a sex worker around his house who brought her daughter to work with her, but was banned from being in the same building as minors.
Yeah, that's like, I feel like literally you just puked all over everything. That's the grossest.
I was reading the comments and somebody was like, how did they even, like, don't horses bite? And then
okay, first of all. All right, I rode horses my whole life.
Yeah, I rode horses too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I rode at 7 and I stopped riding at 22.
I think it was 9.
It's like 9 to 9.
No, 9.
No, I know.
12, 13 maybe?
Yeah.
Whatever.
And there's
I just found out my therapist has horses, and I'm like, you didn't tell me I have horses, and like she like showed me pictures and stuff. I'm like, you need to tell me that. She rescues them.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Trust me, with horses, that's a lot.
Anyways, go back to
So I remember reading an article of a Florida man who was sexually assaulting alligators. And first of all, this is my motto on this. First of all, the kid thing is gross. There should be, and the worker bringing her kid to work is like...
Obviously...
A is broken,
you should know
B
better.
is broken, and I don't know why C is still going.
Right.
You know, like,
and how is he just like not permanently in jail?
But, so here's my thing. If you can sexually assault an alligator, we're talking about an alligator,
right?
Then, they're not doing their job. Because I'll tell you right now, I don't even want to be fully clothed next to an alligator. Forget even having anything hanging out, if you catch my drift.
Right.
Second of all, I rode horses, ponies. She's probably. Most ponies are they're grumpy, they're moody. You don't mess with them. Like they 1 minute is you're walking on sunshine, and next minute they're walking on you, which they call you sunshine.
Right.
I'll tell my quick story. My parents, when I was younger, had bought me this pony named Marshmallow. Yes, Marshmallow. I had to ride a pony named Marshmallow. And it was this really, really good pony, and I was very excited about it. And because I was going to the next level of riding, because I was going to really compete now, like up and down the East Coast for the AHSA stuff. So I was very excited. And but when I got it, they put like a big bow on it, and it was nice. And but they took off its blankets, and it was in winter. My birthday's in March, so I had to put the blankets on him. And they told me, "Watch out, he bites." And I said, "Oh, okay," but I didn't know he really bit. Like I just thought there's certain things you just watched yourself. I put his blanket on and I went to go turn around to hook his thing, and he bit me so hard on the shoulder that I started to bleed.
Oh my god.
And I got so mad and I bit him back.
You bit him back?
Which made him bleed because I bit him back. Which made, I don't remember who it was, and I don't want to say it around the shoulder, like on his shoulder blade. Now my mouth's all full of white hair. I'm crying because my back is like because they don't have sharp teeth, so when they bite,
it's like a
and
dull
I'm bleeding,
knife.
it's a pinch bleed, like they pinch you. And I was crying, and one of the girls I rode with, I think I know who it is, but I'm not sure. I think it was Andrea, but I'm not sure. I don't want to say. She's probably like, it wasn't me. Running to my trainer at the time, and she comes in, what the hell are you doing? Who bites their pony? Like, because now the pony needs to get stitches.
You bit him so hard.
He needed stitches.
Niles.
Right. So, right, there's more to the story, right? So now they look at my back. My back is all messed up, right? And all bruised and blood trickling down. And right? So, pony gets stitches. Me go on my mom is like, what is wrong with you? I got the speech of galore, right? Now this is funny. Years later, so I believe I was about 10 when this happened, 9 or 10. So now I'm at like 15.
Did you respect each other after that?
15, 16. My trainer turned, and now she's not my trainer anymore because I had moved along.
Yeah.
She goes, that pony never bit after that day, did it? I said, nope, never bit it. Never bit anyone again. And she said, I think you should have bit him a long time ago. He was a mean son of a gun, wasn't he? Now, I had already sold him. He was gone. He was a mean son of a gun, wasn't he? I said, no, he was until I met him. And then we were like, never bit me after that. Never bit me. I could put apples in my hands. The girl who originally owned him would be scared to feed him. I was like, nope. I was like, I would let the pony put its head on my shoulder. Like, I never, after that day, ever tried to bite me again. Because I bet you he went, this is a crazy little son of a gun. I ain't going to try. Ask my parents is the funniest thing that boy never tried to bite me again. It was that moment. And I felt like, you ever had that little kid that bites and then you bite him back and you went, oh, that hurts. Well, that's what it feels like for me. And it was like that moment of like, oh, wow, that does hurt. You should have heard the lectures I got that day. Like as soon as I remember walking in the house and my dad's like, can you believe my kid bit this horse? Like, we just spent like thousands of dollars on this horse and he bites him and now he has a vet bill. And oh my God, I was just like, I'm not going to get bit by no horse. Like, I get enough crap at school. I'm not going to get it from the thing I like.
I feel like I can taste.
Oh, it was the hair. It was all white little hairs in my mouth. It was and
they're not like the squeakiest clean animals.
Yeah,
so,
And it was winter, so they have that winter long coat. And I was like, but I was
like all in my teeth now.
It was. I had and I remember. I was little, so I could drink soda at the time because I messed up my stomach now. But I remember my mom and the trainer's like, and she goes, I don't think you should have this pony. And they were going to take the pony away from me because it was like, basically inches away of calling me a savage from biting my pony. And I was like, my attitude was like, a cold day, something was going to bite me without biting. So I'll tell you right now, it'd be a cold day that I'm whipping out nothing in front of no pony because I remember that day and I am not. Is this guy brave enough to put anything in a horse's mouth? This guy's brave. He deserves whatever he gets. Because I feel like these animals can just chomp everything right off.
Well, the horses have like that.
Well, no, that bit, I know,
Right.
but still.
So
Because
somebody was like, they
move.
probably like got up on the side and like put it in that way. I'm
Yeah,
like,
but-
I don't think
but
I'd want
even-
that either.
Yeah, because all I have to do is slam their head and now you're,
Right.
like, you're broken /
Yeah, you like your dick fell off.
yeah. Like, you're broken.
was that a
though.
carrot?
I mean, like,
I mean, good for you. Well, not good for you.
I
but-
get that there are I have a pony that you could literally jump all over and they don't do anything. I get it. There are some that are out there, and I get it. And he's a creep, and he should have all these bad things. Like, but sometimes I'm like, if the animal really wanted to, because what's a guy raping alligators? Like, really? Like, what does he do? Go in the bayou and try to catch these things? And that's just like, I'll tell you right now, if I was an alligator, I'd be like, yeah, watch this. Go on.
Right.
I swallow that thing solid.
What are we doing?
That's what she said.
All right.
I
Oh,
see no one liked my pony story. Go ahead.
this one's a beautiful story.
Okay. The last couple have been so good. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you picked these. Go ahead.
Harry the Black Swan unfortunately died after he was attacked by his home invader, and Lucy and their child, Aggie, had been evicted. There's more. There's a series of ponds in our little suburb, and for years they were home to a mated pair of black swans, Harry and Lucy. This reminds me of my neighbors. Like, it was Harry and Lucy, but, you know, they're swans.
Okay.
Last year, they had 5 babies. Unhappily, due to the foxes and unfortunate accidents at their weir? I don't know what that word is. There's only one baby left, Aggie. So it's just been Harry, Lucy, and baby Aggie for the last few months. Then a couple weeks ago, Harry was attacked by a swan from another waterway and died, leaving behind a widow and a child. Then the other day, no one could find Lucy and Aggie. I can just look I'm just picturing like what you're saying in your head.
Go ahead, keep going here. This is amazing.
But there are 2 new swans in their usual hangout area. We eventually find them on the bottom pond, far away from their nest. So we now have a new mated pair of black swans who killed Harry, evicted his partner and child, and took over their home. The local Facebook group has been going off about this whole drama.
Fucking animals. What is wrong with you people? These are just, it's nature. This is nature. This is not even, like, at first, I thought these were going to be, like, people that pushed them out. Like, you know, like, oh, I don't want these swans in my pond, you know, because it's supposed to be for, you know, for my goldfish or something. I don't know. Like, I thought it was going to be something like this. And it's another swan. Well, welcome to the animal kingdom, people. Animal kingdom. This is how it works. I can't. Like, this is
This
stuff.
one got an award.
Like, got an award for being what? For being the stupidest thing? Like, the slowest
like
thing?
that.
One award? Is this like the special? Did we get an award for because we were just typed up? Like, because we were here?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you people? It's animal. Oh, God. This is exactly like we should evacuate all the swans because foxes are eating them. Well, how do you think the foxes are going to live? They need to eat something and you're not going to feed them. I don't see you guys putting canned food out there. Like, it's a swan fighting a swan. Harry died. He protected his family. Guess what? He did it. He messed up. He's gone. Harry's gone. Just because you put names on these things, they're still animals. And guess what? Lucy and Aggie are still living. They're just living in a different area because Bubba and Jane came in and said, "Get the F out of here. This is our house." And then dropped the mic. And God, oh my God. This is so stupid that I can't believe there's a whole group of Facebook people who are like, "Can you believe poor Lucy and orphan Angie or Aggie or
Not orphan.
not whatever they are," because it's like they got kicked out in the cold to another pond that didn't have AC and heating like the other pond did. I don't know. Like they're swans. Come on, people, they're swans.
The black swans.
They can be green swans. What, you think this is a prejudice thing? It's like, what is this, like the hood? It was the hood pot. It was like a drive-by, like poor Harry was walking out of the store being a pack of cigarettes. What is wrong with you people? It was like, oh, Harry just went out for a pack of smoke. Harry's gone. What are we supposed to do? Well, you gotta go to the poor pond now. Like, what? This is stupid. This has to be the stupidest thing I've heard.
I just had to put that in
They're
there because I love how angry you get.
Oh my God, they're animals. They're animals. Listen, this is the animal kingdom. That's why things die. The circle of life. Did anyone watch Lion King? Circle of life, people. Oh my gosh, I did. I totally thought you were gonna say like the person who bought the house said they couldn't, like, gave them a little conviction thing, saying they had 30 days to leave the pond.
Conviction?
Was
No,
it? Eviction.
Eviction.
Eviction. Conviction. Connection. Get the hell out of
jail.
jail. Well, that's where Harry went before he got shot. Got shanked. Got shanked. I can't.
Oh my God.
I can't believe someone said, "Hey, let's make a group of this. Hey, let's make a Facebook group." Great, let's make face group. And you imagine the chat in that? "Oh my God, I just saw Lucy. She's not okay. You can tell it's wearing on her. Aggie's getting
She's
big,
in so
though.
much pain.
Aggie's getting big, though. What a brave little black swan." I can't.
Hope she doesn't follow in her mother's footsteps.
Harry was selling drugs on the corner before he got shot by Bubba. I can't. White swan. Oh, well, black swan. White swans. Animals. It can be chipmunks. It can be whatever animal there is in the world. That's how it goes. Why are we putting human traits on animals? I can't.
Because why not?
Oh, I can't.
We have nothing better to do in our life.
Can you imagine every day? Oh my gosh. They're on Facebook. Oh my gosh. That new pond ain't like it used to be. That neighborhood went down after Harry and Lucy left. Oh God.
All right. This one's short and sweet.
Okay. I hope so. I can't. I'm sorry. Everyone's over there judging me. I don't even care if you're judging me.
At one point in my hometown, a Domino's manager was arrested for arson after burning down a Papa John's in an attempt to increase revenue.
One more time, because that literally hurt my brain more than the swans.
At one point in my hometown, a Domino's manager was arrested for arson after burning down a Papa John's in an attempt to increase revenue.
Please tell me he owned, he was just the manager? How much are you getting paid as a manager?
At a
Domino's. Wait, first of all, let's not make fun of him because he's working hard and
right.
He's got a manager and he's working.
The thought was nice.
No, the thought, unless he got a bonus somewhere in there, I can work at McDonald's for any position you want. Unless I'm owning the McDonald's, I'm not buying the Burger King next door.
Right.
And let me just tell you, what a sloppy job this guy did. That he got caught right away. He probably lit the fire with domino boxes. He probably had, or even better, he probably had a row of him. So he's right from the store.
Oh my God.
How did he get caught? How do you get caught? He still stood there? It was I had to watch it burn down. And he's still in his outfit? He's still in his manager outfit?
There might be street cameras.
He just stood there that's another thing. Going in the...
You're dumb enough to do it.
Right away. I love the phrase because it's not a man burns it down. They have to like, and then he went in. Okay, first of all, if I'm going to police and they're saying I'm burning down someplace, I am not saying it's because I'm a manager of another place. I am literally just saying, like, they gave me a bad pizza and I got screwed and I got mad and I lost my temper. Like this is the worst thing. Like, this is the last excuse I would use. And to be like, it's the truth. And I'd be like, yo, Papa John, I went there and I cracked this tooth right here. And that was it. I burned the place. Like, I don't know. Like, this sounds... I need to sound more bad. I lied just to sound more badass because this is so... It'll be like, can you imagine everyone, your friends, like, dude, you burnt it down so you can make more money. That's not your business.
Right.
Like you only get paid for on salary, right? Like,
I really don't know what was going on in this guy's brain.
oh, what is wrong with these guys? Oh, God. You know what? They should have gave the job to Lucy and Aggie, and then they could have. Dominoes to Lucy and Aggie. They need it. She's a single mom.
Right. Maybe
she's on fans only right now.
Fans only.
Only fans. She's on OnlyFans right now, selling her flipper. Showing pictures of her flipper. Or web. What do you call them?
I think they're web feet.
Whatever. There you go.
I know what you meant, though.
Flipper. One more.
All right.
Oh, God.
5 years ago, a woman disappeared in broad daylight while on a run. She had 2 kids and apparently the perfect family. The whole city is looking for her, posting pictures and signs, and the rest of us were scared shitless that a woman could just get kidnapped while running. There's a reverse ransom that was publicized by a mysterious donor but never gets used. 3 weeks later, on Thanksgiving Day, she was found along a highway a few hours from our town, with the story of how 2 Hispanic women kidnapped her, chained her up, beat her, branded her, and cut her hair, telling her they were planning to sell her, then just let her go. Sheriff maintains that they believe that... That sounds weird. All right. They believe her, but there is nothing for the general public to be worried about. A month ago, 5 years after the kidnapping, she gets arrested by federal agents. She made the whole thing up. Was staying with an ex-boyfriend and beat the shit out of herself and starved herself to make it fit her story.
All right, nailed it. I mean, that's the way to do it. Because first of all,
she did nail. She got caught.
Well, no, but I mean, she went through the steps. Like, she committed. Yeah. That was good commitment right there.
Right.
Like, first of all,
but she didn't gain anything.
Yeah, she did.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, she did. Because she was gone for what, 3 weeks before she's found. So she had good 3 weeks of whatever this guy of
starving herself.
Yeah, but no, I know, but she was still having fun with her. I don't know, like. Okay, see, read the first sentence with the, what, hold on, let me.
Oh, she had 2 kids and apparently the perfect family.
Yeah, the perfect family. So right away, she's gone 3 weeks without dealing with her kids, without dealing with her husband. There is no such thing as a perfect,
It doesn't say that she was married, though.
Oh.
It just says the perfect family.
Okay.
And then had a boyfriend.
I would assume perfect.
Oh, an ex-boyfriend.
She went with her ex-boyfriend. See, that's why I just assumed perfect family, like... Husband, kids, marriage, the whole perfect, like, why would you want to leave this? There is no such thing as perfect family. Everyone's broken in some way. Some people, and one thing I have learned, though, my broken isn't like you're broken or your parents broken or the person, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, or sometimes you'll be like, oh, I could deal with that. Like, and then some people that couldn't. Like, I know... One of the big issues with my first marriage was I played video games a lot, and it was like, oh, when are you going to grow up? Now, I know lots of people, guys, they're like, dude, my girlfriend could care less if I play for because they know where I'm at.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Ian.
I know this is caca. So I know some people who get really like, I can't deal with that. And some people are like, yeah, I can deal with this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, just because it's perfect to you doesn't mean it's perfect. And of course, the other thing is like, it's, you know what? Guess what? We're on Facebook, but you know how many people put up fake stuff for like, I remember when Facebook in 2009, when I first got on, I went to go take a picture of something. Oh, no, don't take a picture of that. Oh, that's my, like, that's this. And it looks a mess. And I'm like, everyone has a messy room. Everyone has a messy drawer. Everyone has a messy couch or chair or like, and it's like, oh, well, people will judge me or judge us if we see this. And I just don't, when I hear perfect, I'm like, it's not
perfect.
She's not perfect. And she ran away for 3 weeks, and she probably, the guy probably does drugs or does something, or look, I don't know. Like, because everybody has a reason. We all have that reason why we all would want to run away. But here's the trick. We don't run away because we're adults and we say we can't. But she had this scheme of like trying to have her cake and eat it too. Like, going to run away, going to do this, do that. Yeah, she starved herself, not because she wanted to starve herself. She starved herself because she probably was like, hey, I need a reason to get back. Yeah. Because I can't be with you. Yeah. Because at first, this was a great idea because it was an impulse. And then it became, oh, this is a horrible idea. You're still a piece of crap. And I'm getting abused. And because what happens is, like, I don't know about you, but a lot of times we remember the good stuff. And we don't necessarily remember the bad stuff until the bad stuff happen again. And it's like, oh, yeah, I remember now. I know why I'm not with you. Yeah. So I'm the opposite. I try to think of all the bad stuff and the reason why I don't want to go back. So, all right. We can have time for one. Why don't we do a short one? Oh, good. They get longer.
No, we can just end it because those ones aren't that great.
Okay. I'm going to tell you right now. We'll just kind of recap on these. Yeah.
Are you invested in Lucy and Aggie?
Yeah, I actually going to look for the group right now.
What do you think it's called?
Don't.
I'm going to invite you.
Don't. I will literally.
I need to know the juicy gossip.
I will literally have her like.
Is she onto her third husband? Like.
Second? Jesus, where are you moving on?
Well, she already has a new one. So did it happen again?
No. Did she get another one? I didn't know. I thought she was just her and Lucy were at the bottom of the. At the bottom lake, and I thought it was the new the new family lived in the top lake. Oh, now she's going to read it again because now she's going to try to prove me wrong here. Lucy loved Harry. She was not going to put up for somebody else.
What? No, you're right.
I know I'm right because Lucy was committed to Harry.
Yeah, because it said I read it as we now have a new mated pair of black swans.
Right, Bubba and.
What'd you call it? What was the girl's name?
I think
Jane.
It's her mom's birthday. Oh my god, I couldn't think it was Jane. Poor Gary was killed.
No, Terry.
It was Terry, yeah. Okay. Terry killed. Your mom moved on to Bubba. Oh no, sorry, Jane. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. She's like, this is the worst day ever. I don't know why I said to her. Do not. She's looking for this web. Do not. Oh my gosh. I can't handle that stuff, guys. I can't handle it because it doesn't make sense to me. Listen, I don't hate animals. Like, I'm not an animal person, but I think there's a time and place for all this stuff. And for me, the time and place is not, like, I don't get this. Like, listen, this is how it was. Bubba killed Harry. Harry now moved in with Jane. They pushed Lucy and Aggie out. This wasn't a, like, I was really thinking you were going to do a human thing. No. I really did. I thought you were going to say the owners were like, they didn't like the black swans. And I'd be like, I hate when they do this. Because it's on my property. You know, you're really looking up this stuff. Please.
I don't even know like what to look up because it doesn't say anything about it.
Black swans. You'll probably get the movie. Right. Wouldn't
I'll
that
find
okay?
it.
No, don't find it. You send it to me, I'll literally shoot myself.
This is the end of our podcast. Why is my screen going black?
I don't know.
See that?
I know, it went dark. Can you see us now?
Is
All
it
right.
recording?
Well, I want to thank the... Oh, jeez.
I don't think it's recording. Oh, no, it is. It is. It is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Oh, it's off now.
Cool.
Well, this is... this is it anyway. So have a good night, and we'll catch you next time.